Well, I broke open the magic closet and I'm wearing a shirt that I haven't been wearing, I guess, in years. Why? Because I don't go into that closet because I'm not that physiologically able to. But today I had my aide do it. But that's not the point. I'm not going to bow down in my misgivings about my handicaps. We're going to go and we're going to do comedy. Have a certain perspective from the glorious, the omnipotent, the omnipotent. I'm using big words inappropriately. New York Post of New York. Now we're gonna go. Gonna go line by line. See if we can make this out with just looking in our eyes. Now I'm a loyal follower of Mr. Trump. I make no bones about it. I love that man. I love my man. But I have to question his concept of going to Gaza. I'm making it the Mediterranean situation. I believe that Gaza is a pit hole of the world, filled with terrorists. People have been trained since birth to hate the Israelis, surrounded with other haters of the Israelis to destroy Israel. And like the stone in the bottom of a pit, it will be uncomfortable for the Israelis for all eternity unless Trump's plan works. And if Gaza can be cleared of the Palestinians, which I think is not legal or moral, but maybe practical, and become the jewel of the Middle East. How we genetically will we keep the Palestinians out of Gaza? And how we will defend the place without our troops being, shot at? I don't know. But nobody's come up with a way to solve the problem. The two-state solution would mean the dissolution of the Israel. Israel can't be surrounded by 100 million hostile Muslims, and the Muslims could never accept Israel as existence. Oh, if only divine intervention was there. But maybe the divine intervention is Mr. Trump himself. Oh, let's face it, his career has been a miracle that he's still around. They've shot him. They've tried to impeach him. They've tried to put him in jail. Yet he is the most powerful man in the world. Destiny awaits him. Destiny is on our side, I say, God. He's the instrument, all the tool of the Lord. Ah, a woman gets more money, a black woman, a woman of color, because she's black. Because historically, according to the New York City education system, black people have been underpaid. So we'll compensate by giving them more pay than they perhaps deserve. This is what you call AOC or whatever, a letter of equity. Let me tell you about equity. As a Christian white male, a certain age, I do not agree with the check coming in at my time at the table, especially when this woman probably had a better life than I did. Oh, everybody's had a better life than I do. Mm. Ooh. Ah, Danny's New York City job. Now, what's that about? Danny? Who is Danny? I read this morning. Ah, bus driver in Gunst. Bust. A bus driver, a New York City bus driver, or maybe somebody else from another land, another borough, another state, has made took out he needed it. He was ferrying some children in New York City, and he needed to buy a rifle. And he took the rifle and he bought it at the gun store, leaving the children in the bus, and came out with the rifle. And I'm sure the children felt safer, knowing the man was literally riding shotgun. As a proud non-gun owner, I salute you, sir! I salute you! Ah, USCA bad. Yes, the USA ferrying situation is trying to liberalize the Arab world or even radicalize it by having Sesame Street in Iraq. I don't think that will cure Iraq's problems. That won't rock the Rockies. Plus, they're having homosexuals promoting shows and drag shows in Guatemala. I don't know much about Guatemala, but I think the least they need in Guatemala is drag shows promoted by the United States of America. Has the gay mafia taken over our State Department, our aid system? Oh, they've gone too far. This cannot happen in New York City. No, it can't actually happen in New York. It cannot happen on Trump's watch. And in my watch, I watch Trump. Trump watches me. Somebody watches me. Paranoia kicking in. See her. Put your own kill. What the hell? Rain kill me. Ah. Our president has said if you assassinate him, he has special orders to annihilate Iran off the face of the earth. The Iranians only understand force and boom boom. And I believe it's not that Biden would say, don't. My Trump, he says, do, and I'll boom, boom, boom. Interesting enough, the gay people who are pro-Hamas don't realize that Hamas has killed gay recruits when they found that they were gay, tortured them to death. Crazy left-wing commies. You can't make an alliance with Hamas. It's like Jews for Nazis or Hitler. Oh, that Hitler, he's okay. He looks like Charlie Chaplin, and he's all right. I'm Jewish. No. Why have you gone mad? I speak out of the pain of a man who's mad himself and trying to make sense out of this crazy, wacky world. No. That's all. Where am I? Tish's sick politics. Tish is left-wing commie Marxist bullcop. No. And it's turned into an anti-Semitic cesspool. No, I admit Jewish people are not perfect. They don't always agree with me. You may say, why, Vincent? No, Stripini, why are you looking off to the side? Because I'm looking at myself. I love me a lot. Oh, yes, I do. I love me as such. What can I do? First or worse than what? We're doing something interesting. These ruffians from other lands, Venezuela, Chile, Cuba, the worst of the worst from all over the world are coming into the country. This, at times, liberal country whose weakness lets the vermin of the world come in. So we're sending them to Guantanamo for 30 years or more and suspending the Constitution as far as they're concerned. I bet those fellows won't be coming back if they get back home. And if they don't get back home, they'll never come here again. I love me a Trump. Oh, yes, I do. 30,000 they can support of the worst, perverts, molesters, rapists, murderers, professional criminals. Guantanamo Bay, oh Guantanamo Bay, I love you, Guantanamo. And what we're also going to do is take the worst of the worst, and even our own citizens who are scum, and put them in a maximum superior prison in El Salvador, in which the conditions make the Gulag Archipelago look like paradise on earth. I love you, Trump. You're okay. Suspend the Constitution in a right-wing way. I love you, Trump. Oh, yes, I do. You're the man with the comb over for me and you. Oh, I love me a Trump. Yes, I do. I love me a Trump. What can I say? I love me a Trump. He's all right. He is the president of all of us.